Alright, so here we go. Game number 3. Snap on the feedback at Chicago Hamburger Company for our Christmas party. I'm hoping to remain upright. As we, listen, let's roll today. Last 2 were his fault. I was a little salty yesterday. Us men, number 7. Third day of sickness. Even more miserable. Nice to see that you know how to go popular stuff. I'm sure there's some dancing over there by the way.
Good morning, TC Nation. Welcome to the third and final game of the 3-game series against the Arizona Kachinas. Team Colorado with an early one this morning, 7:25 a.m. start here in Mesa, Arizona. Team Colorado coming off 2 solid victories yesterday, a 1-0 first game shutout victory, and a 5-1 dominating offensive victory yesterday afternoon. TC looking to replicate that success in the third and final matchup here between Team Colorado and the Arizona Kachinas. TC's going to start center, number 11, Haley Walsh. On the left side, number 21, Maya Chopfix-Chase. And on the right side, number 6, Corinne Mainwaring. Left defense, number 45, Lexi Riedlinger. And on the right side, number 13, Selena Pugh. And always between the pipes this weekend, number 30, Sophia the Showstopper Samora. First initial face-off, won by Team Colorado and into the Kachinas zone, and a quick shot with a save made by the Kachinas goaltender. Face-off to the left of their puck stopper. Haley Walsh with the draw, gets it to Maya Chopfix-Chase. Shot blocked there in the slot. Right on the boards, back to Riedlinger. Shot in on net. Now Mainwaring over the side board, trying to dig that free, pushed off the puck. Kept alive by Walsh. Sends it down deep into the Kachinas zone. Back behind the Kachinas net. Intercepted there by Chopfix-Chase along with Mainwaring, digging for that below the goal line. Kachinas come away with the possession. Try to work it up the far side board. Stopped short there by Chopfix-Chase. Puck comes back onto Chopfix-Chase's stick. Now to Mainwaring. Trying to make her way out to the middle. Finds some room. Backhand scores! Corinne Mainwaring opens the scoring this morning against the Kachinas. Maya Chopfix-Chase puts in the dirty work in the corner. And Mainwaring holds on and sneaks a backhand past the toe of the Kachinas goaltender. Early 1-0 lead for Team Colorado within the first minute of play here in Mesa. Masiello, Deckers, and Brennick now for Team Colorado. Hong and Egan on the back end. Kachinas get it chipped into the TC zone. Egan now for Team Colorado. Trying to shovel that up the near side board. Makes its way out to center. Kachinas regrouping inside their own end. Pass out to center ice. Immediate pressure from Deckers. Kachinas will get it into the TC zone on the right side. From the sharp angle, shot goes wide. Back up top to the left point. They'll dump it down back deep in the TC zone. Behind the net now. She was looking for that centering pass off the mark. Kept alive at the right point by the Kachinas defender. Picked up by Egan. Quick pass up to Brennick. Brennick stopped short there by the Kachinas defender. Chipped out to center ice by Masiello. TC going for the change. Kachinas with room. They'll get it down deep into the TC zone. Taken by Egan. Get some help from Kelly. A short pass over to Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer kicks that up to her stick. Stopped short there over on the sideboard by the Kachinas. Now they're back to work into the TC zone on the left side. Pushed to the outside by Reagan Rieken. Visa also. Short pass up to Sherman on the sideboard. Connects with Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer with some speed into the Kachinas on the right side. Nice backhand pass to Visa. Couldn't quite get a stick on that. Tied up by the Kachinas defender. Visa trying for the turnaround backhand shot. Nice pass there by Wiedemeyer. Now to the side of the net. Kelly had a chance. I think that hit that crossbar and stayed out. Kelly looking to go up top, but couldn't get it past the red iron. Now Sherman out of the TC zone, looks for Kelly, pass off the mark. Kachinas regrouping inside their own zone. Pass missed out at center. Visa takes it, sends it back to the Kachinas zone. Now intercepted by Rieken. Short pass to Walsh. Trying to chip it into the Kachinas zone. Couldn't quite get it deep. Now back into the zone. Kachinas defender having some trouble on her feet. Pass sent across. No stick there for TC. Now Rieken connects a pass with Choi down in the corner. The Kachinas looking for a breakout out of their own zone. Stopped short there by Sang-Chung Pupin. And Visa with footwork. Still holds the puck. Looking for the shooting lane. Fires one wide right. Rieken tried to get a stick on that, but just missed it on the sideboard. Walsh has it hop over her stick. TC regrouping out at center. Short pass to Choi, just off the mark. And now Kachinas pass missed a stick. It'll go the length of the ice for an icing call. .11-12 left to go in the first period. Team Colorado with the first early goal from Mainwaring to open the scoring here on this early Sunday morning in Mesa. Face off to the right of the Arizona puck stopper. Walsh, Tropics, Chase, and Mainwaring out for Team Colorado. Riedlinger, that's Masiello at center. Riedlinger and Pugh. Pugh has it stripped off her stick. Riedlinger back to collect that inside the TC zone. She'll send it around to the near side board for Tropics, Chase. Intercept there, thrown towards the net, couldn't quite make it through. And now Tropics, Chase digging along with Pugh here on the sideboard. 3 TC players digging away for that puck. Now comes free. Tropics, Chase couldn't quite keep the handle on that. One last Kachinas stick broke that up. Stays alive inside the TC zone. Now chipped out by Masiello out to center. Finds Mainwaring. Mainwaring now trying to make her way towards the net. Forced over to the near side corner. Masiello couldn't quite keep the handle on that. Now the Kachinas with a 3-on-2 coming into the Colorado zone. Good stick there by Lexi Riedlinger. Breaks it up, says, I don't think so. Now across the Tropics, Chase couldn't quite get a shot off. Kachinas back out to center into the TC zone on the left side. They'll settle for a dump in deep where Huang battling a Kachinas forechecker, looking for that puck behind Samora. Now out of the far side corner, Huang's going to send it around to Riedlinger. Finds Tropics, Chase. Chip up the boards for Kelly. Kelly and Brennick into the Kachinas zone. Low hard shot. Didn't quite get the rebound kick that they were looking for on that shot from Kelly. Now Huang collects it at the point. Fires one just over the net. Takes an odd bounce off the back glass stanchion. TC collects that rebound. Now back to Huang. Another shot fired. Save made by the Kachinas goaltender. Egan throws one towards the net, blocked by a Kachinas stick, but picked up there by Kelly. Kelly, a short pass looking for Huang, couldn't quite make it on that stick. Now Brennick out at the blue line, works with Deckers over here on the near side board. Kachinas will get it chipped out to center ice. Foot race now. Egan looking for it over by the Kachinas bench. Now gets some help from Kelly. Kelly's got some room for Deckers. Deckers trying to chip one across to Egan. Couldn't quite connect on that. Kachinas will take that all the way back behind their own net. And they'll finally get it moved back out to center ice. Intercepted there by Haley Walsh. Back and forth out here at center, just inside the TC zone. Walsh now collects it. Quick pass up to Huang. Huang looking for some room, finds Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer trying to get through the Kachinas defenders. Couldn't quite split the uprights. Now Wiedemeyer gets it back. Couldn't quite keep that one on her stick. Huang over to Egan. Egan gets the clear, dumps it into the Kachinas zone. Kachinas will send that over to the near side corner. Met there by Sherman. Kachinas will take possession back behind their own net. Now stop short over on the right side by Visa. Sherman along with Rieken fires one towards the net, hits traffic out front. Now Sherman collects it in the far side corner. Kachinas will grab that and send it out to center. Rieken picks it up just inside the TC zone. Quick pass up to Walsh. Walsh's short pass off the mark. And the Kachinas back into the TC zone. Visa now out of the near side corner. Looks for Rieken back behind the net. Over on the far side. Now sit back behind Samora. Visa collects it once more. Stops short. Trying to create some space now. Quick pass to Sherman. Looking for Wiedemeyer cross ice. Walsh is there to pick up the scraps. And now Wiedemeyer out at center. Has to wait for some reinforcements off the bench. Trying to get it dumped into the Kachinas zone, but stopped short on the sideboard. Kachinas regrouping now down inside their face-off circles. Sangchong Pupin intercepts that pass out at center. Dumps it back down into the Kachinas zone. Sangchong Pupin collects it in the far side corner once more. Now back behind the net. Rose Sangchong Pupin trying to get it back up top for Visa. Finally makes it. Chips it down back into the corner. Masiello in pursuit on that forecheck. Now out front. Couldn't quite find a TC stick right in the slot. Visa collecting it just inside the TC zone. Right back up the strong side to Choi. Choi takes a bit of a forearm shiver there from the Kachinas defender, but gets it deep into the Arizona end. And now right in the slot, almost intercepted there by Sang-Chong Pupin. Masiello couldn't quite get a stick on that pass interception, but Lisa will collect it deep in the TC zone. She'll take it back behind Samora, looking for some room. Had Sang-Chong Pupin over there on the right side, but just off the mark on the pass, and an icing call will bring the play back into the TC zone. I have no idea. You figure it out. 6 minutes, and we're going to guess at the seconds. We're going to say 12 seconds left to go here in the first period. Face-off down in the TC end, picked up by Chafix Chase. Mainwaring and Kelly round out the offensive core there on this shift. Chafix Chase almost picking up that pass. Riedlinger and Pugh are on the back end. Kachinas looking for their breakout pass over there on the near side board off the mark, but floats down into the TC zone. Pugh now, 14 Colorado, forced to back up all the way in her own end. Now Riedlinger tied up in the near side corner, gets some help from Kelly. Lena Kelly connecting with Mainwaring. And a short pass to Chafix Chase, a little off the mark. Couldn't quite keep that advance in play. Now Riedlinger scoops it up at center. She'll get across the Kachinas line. Over to Pugh. Pugh looking for the low hard shot, and a save made by the Kachinas goaltender. Kelly was right there on the doorstep looking for that rebound. Walsh, Brennick, and Deckers now back out for Team Colorado. Riedlinger and Pugh on the point. Walsh with the draw to the right of the Kachinas goaltender. Wins it cleanly back to Riedlinger, but her shot blocked by the advancing Kachinas forward. Now pass blocked at center. Brennick trying to pick that up. Gets some help from Walsh. Back into the Kachinas zone on the right side. Walsh put into the boards a couple times. Brennick steps in to pick up that loose puck, but couldn't quite keep a handle on it up against that low part of the boards. Back into the TC zone on the right side. And a couple of bodies go flying. And no call on that one. That one was questionable. Deckers back to work right across. Almost had Brennick on that backdoor pass. Now collected by Egan. Egan shots and a save made by the Kachinas goaltender. Wong absolutely pushed over on the play. So I guess we're going to trade 1 for 1 on missed calls. So they're letting them play here this morning. TC maintains the zone. Masiello is going to scoop that up inside the Kachinas end. Gets it to Huang. Selena Huang over here on the near side board working against 2 Kachinas players and chipped out of play for a stoppage. That one there, and that one here. There are bodies flying everywhere. Face off just outside the Kachinas zone. Masiello, Sherman, and Wiedenmeyer get the nod with Rieken and Visa on the back end. Masiello with a nice face-off win back to Rieken, across to Visa. Emily Visa will send it down deep into the Kachinas zone. From behind the net. Sherman trying to stop that up. The Kachinas able to chip that out to center. Rieken quickly intercepts that, gets some help from Wiedenmeyer. Wiedenmeyer trying to muscle her way through center ice, gets stopped short here on the near side board. Rieken now forced all the way back into the TC end. Sherman trying to chip that out to center, but stopped out right there on the near side board by the Kachinas. Now Wiedenmeyer over from the far side. Looking for the short pass to Masiello, stopped just inside the TC zone. Now pass picked off. Looking for a shot high over the net, even over the top of Samora's head. From the far side, Kachinas looking for a pass out front just behind the net. Rieken looked for the pass over the far side, nobody there on the wing. And now collected by TC and chipped out to center ice. Back in, offside the call. Face off out at center ice on the offside call. Good win by Kelly over to Choi. Choi working her way into the Kachinas zone. Sang-Chang Poopin on that right side. Collects it out in the high slot. Now kept in by Visa. It's a shot blocked by traffic out front. Now picked up by Rican. Rican digging in the corner. Gets some help from Kelly. Sang-Chang Poopin covering the point. Keeps it alive inside the Kachinas zone. Now picked out to center. Kachinas on the move. They'll dump it down into the Team Colorado zone, but hits the padded stanchion and puck out of play. Face-off will be out at center ice. Walsh with the face-off win to Riedlinger. Trotvik's chasing Mainwaring on the wings. Riedlinger trying to keep that alive from the sideboard. Now a shot in on net, right into the breadbasket of the Kachinas goaltender and held for the whistle. Face-off will be to the right of the Kachinas goaltender. Walsh settling in for the draw. Just over 2 minutes left to go here in the first period. Walsh digging away along with Trotvik's chase here in the near side corner. Now puck finally comes free. Riedlinger couldn't quite hold the zone out. 2-on-1 opportunity for the Kachinas. Back into the TC zone. Pass across. And a save made by Samora. Read that one perfectly. A diving Pugh trying to block off that pass. Pushed the Kachinas player just enough to the outside. And Samora read that one all the way in an easy save. Deflected up into the ceiling foil for a stoppage. Face off to the right of Samora. Walsh ready for the draw. Picked up by Mainwaring. Good tie up there by Walsh. Mainwaring couldn't quite get that one through. Now Trotvik's chase racing to push that into the Kachinas zone. Trotvik's chase frees it, trying to work her way toward the slot. Walsh throws one towards the net, had Trotvik's chase out of the back door. Just couldn't quite connect. Now the Kachinas back out to center. They'll send it down deep into the TCN, collected by Pugh. Looking for the pass, but goes back over to the far side. Mainwaring looking for Trotvik's chase. She'll pick it up inside the Kachinas zone. Trotvik's chase all alone, waiting for some forward reinforcements off the bench. Pass deflected off of Brennick back into the Kachinas zone. They'll finally get it out to center, but now forced to regroup back inside their own blue line. Now finding some momentum, they'll get it back into the TC zone. Riedlinger will collect it out of the far side corner. Looking for that long pass, blocked by too much traffic in the lane. And now Masiello from her knees chips it up to Deckers. Deckers goes across to Brennick. Brennick looking for the soft shot pass over to Deckers. Couldn't quite find it. 25 seconds left here in the first period. Deckers will pick it up back at the TC blue line. Looking for some speed into the Kachinas zone. Back to Masiello. Masiello sidesteps a check. Now the Kachinas grab it in their own zone, back out to center. 3-on-2 for the Kachinas. They'll settle for a dumping in on Samora, and that'll do it for the first period. 1-0, Team Colorado on the early goal from Mainwaring. TC will take that 1-goal lead into the second. My cameraman's being annoying. Flew all the way in from Casper, Wyoming last night. Thinks he's up too early.
Complete new crew, and this crew is working like a well-oiled machine.
All right, Coach Locks has the troops ready to go for the second period. Samora making her way down to our left. TC is going to start the second with number 8, Lena Kelly at center. Number 19, B. Wiedmeyer on the right wing. On the left side, number 24, Finley Sherman. Left defense, number 9, Paulina Hong. And number 26 on the right side, Meredith Egan. Face-off pushed into the Kachina zone. Kelly looking to keep that trapped up, get some help from Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer now fires one towards the net. Kachinas will collect that in their near side corner. They'll go cross ice looking for that pass. Out to center, just off the mark. Huang will collect it just inside the TC zone, but now forced back behind Samora. Egan sends it around to Huang. Picked up there by the Kachinas off the sideboard. Centering pass. Couldn't quite get settled on a Kachinas stick. Now Egan chips it out to center. Kachinas regrouping at their own blue line. They'll trade a pass with Egan. Egan out to center for Kelly. And gets some help from Wiedmeyer. Back into his zone, almost onto the stick of Sherman. A diving pass there from Wiedmeyer. Trapped up in the far side corner. Kelly digging away for it, along with Sherman. Hits a skate on that pass. Kachinas collected, they find some room. Now a pass deflected by Wiedmeyer out at center. Picked up by Walsh. Walsh trying to get around that last Kachinas defender, couldn't quite make it. Now Hong waiting for the onside call and pushed back in offside on that last poke check at the blue line. Face off just outside the Kachinas zone. Walsh, Choi, and Sang-Chung Pupin for Team Colorado. Visa and Regan on the back end. Kachinas will take that face-off win just inside their own zone. Pass off the mark out at center. Regan will send that up to Walsh. Couldn't quite collect that. Now the Kachinas throw that back towards the TC blue line. Visa backs it up to Regan. Now to Sang-Chung Pupin. Quick pass to Choi. Choi couldn't quite get past that Kachinas stick. Now Team Colorado forced to collect that back in their own end. Regan right in front of Samora. Pass off. Now another shot on Samora. A couple saves. Samora forced to start the second here with a couple quick chances for Kachinas on the errant pass. Right in the slot in the TC zone. Samora stays sharp, keeping the Kachinas off the board. We'll have a face-off to the right with Masiello, Mainwaring, and Chotix Chase. Pugh and Riedlinger now out for Team Colorado. Pugh battling in the corner. Couple bodies flying down. Puck pinned up pretty good. Masiello digging away for it. Now Pugh back to her feet. Gets that freed, sends it over to Riedlinger. Riedlinger leaves it for Chotix Chase. Now Masiello able to chip that past the Kachinas defender. Couldn't quite get a stick enough on that. Now the Kachinas chip that back into the CC zone. Collected by Pugh out of the far side corner. Backs it up to Riedlinger. Riedlinger pestered by a Kachinas forechecker, has to send it back to Pugh. Now chipped out down the length of the ice. Not enough steam for an icing call. Chotix Chase in pursuit. Traps it up in the corner. Chotix Chase. A little bit of a shove on the Kachinas player in the corner. Play stopped. No penalty called here.
Stay mad
Face-off will remain inside the Kachinas zone to the left of their puck stopper. Masiello, Mainwaring, and Chopik Chase still out for Team Colorado. Riedlinger and Pugh on the blue line. Masiello won that face-off, and a quick Kachinas forward picked up that loose puck. Now back inside the TC zone, Masiello across to Riedlinger. Riedlinger will chip that out to center. And now there is a penalty called on the Kachinas. I didn't see that one, but Team Colorado will go to the power play as the Kachinas will take the game's first penalty. Well, interference is the call. And now Team Colorado with an opportunity to increase their lead. I guess we're going to do 90-second penalties this morning. It was 90 seconds yesterday morning. It was 2 minutes yesterday afternoon. Now it's 90 seconds this morning. Can't quite make up their minds what rules they want to play by down here in Arizona, but we'll take the power play nonetheless. Faceoff will be deep in the Kachinas zone to the right of their puck stopper. Walsh, Chotvik's Chase, and Kelly up front. Pugh and Visa on the back end. Walsh takes the pass from Pugh. Quick Kelly back to Pugh. Pugh now trades places with Visa. They got to be careful with those small, short passes on this ice. It does not slide very quickly. Kelly now with it back behind the net. Quick pass to Chopik's Chase on the sideboard. Now back up top for Visa. Visa fires a shot, scores! Emily Visa from the point, power play goal. I think that was nice and clean all the way through. Didn't find a stick. Some great passing early on that power play. And a good solid shot from Visa up top. Finds its way in the back of the net. Team Colorado 2-0 lead now with 11:26 left to go here in the second period. Masiello, Brennick, and Deckers now for Team Colorado. Egan and Huang on the point. Pass for the Kachinas out at center. Poke check at the blue line, offside the call. Face off just outside the TC zone. Won by the Kachinas. Built up and into the TCN. Egan will collect that over on the far side corner. Try to collect that off the boards now. Gets it to Huang on the near side. Back to Egan behind the net. Up to Deckers on the sideboard. Quick pass to Masiello. Out to center ice now. Masiello back into the Kachinas end here on the right. Pinned up behind the Kachinas net. Now over to the far side corner. Kachinas looking for that center ice pass. Now stolen by Brennick. Brennick back into the Kachinas zone. Trying to use the screen and get through. Couldn't quite keep a handle on that one. Now the Kachinas got caught standing still there. Brennick almost able to steal that one pretty easily. Chipped out to center now. Scooped up by the Kachinas. Pass across, off the mark. Now Deckers collects it. Deckers looking for the shot. Rebound attempt there on the save from the Kachinas goaltender. And the puck hops over Huang's stick out at the blue line. Kachinas will dump that back down into the TC zone, but a change right in front of their bench. Offside the call. Faceoff will be just outside the TC zone. Walsh, Wiedemeyer, and Sherman on the wings. Actually, the faceoff will move out to center ice on the intentional call. Visa and Rican on the back end. Faceoff won by the Kachinas. They'll dump it down into the TC zone right in on Samora. Visa trying to send that up the near side. Stops short there by the Kachinas. Centering pass. Deflected there just off the mark by Samora. And now the Kachinas trying to move it back into the TC zone. Stopped short there by Visa. Thought it was kept alive, but comes just outside the line, offside the call. What?
They suck with offsides.
Face off just outside the Team Colorado end. Walsh settling in for the draw. Good tie up there. Sent back to Rican. Rican's pass intercepted by Kachinas. Shot deflected wide right. Visa pushes that back behind the TC net. Sherman trying to connect with Walsh. Stopped short in the corner. Kachinas back with control. They'll send one just wide of the net. Goes over to the near side board. Wiedmeyer able to chip that past Kachinas player. Now trying to get a step. Trying to force their way into the Kachinas zone. Couldn't quite keep a handle on that. And Kachinas gained back possession in their end. Now a dangerous change in front of the Team Colorado bench. Sangchong Pupin off the bench trying to get that driven deep. Kelly now looking forward to the corner with Choi. Over to Sangchong Pupin in the far side. Stripped there by the Kachinas. Rican trying to block that puck down with her hand. Tips it into the TC bench. Faceoff will be just outside the Kachinas end. Kelly will take the draw. Sangchong Pupin and Choi on the wings. Going cleanly back to Riedlinger. She'll dump it down deep into the Kachinas zone. Picked up by the Kachinas behind their nets. Pass deflected up high. Choi bats that down. Kachinas able to chip that out to center. And pushed past Pugh from the right side. Shot sent wide. Kachinas will collect that on the near side board. And now, Pugh with it back behind the net. Stripping the puck, centering pass, dangerous out front. Back up top for the Kachinas point now from the right side. A shot goes wide, collected by Pugh behind Zamora. Trying to move that up the boards, looking for Sangchong Pupin. Trapped up at the blue line, now chipped out to center. Choi collects that 14 Colorado. 2-on-1 developing here for TC. Choi and Sangchong Pupin, she goes wide. Looking for the pass, tied up out front. Couldn't quite get a stick on that. Now the Kachinas will get that cleared down the length of the ice, and it's got enough steam for an icing call. 7:32 left to go in the second period. Team Colorado with a 2-0 lead off the power play goal in the second period from Emily Visa. Faceoff will be to the left of the Kachinas puck stopper. Masiello centering top for Chase and Mainwaring. Kachinas with the faceoff win. Egan backing up. Sends it across to Huang. Chip down into the Kachinas zone. They'll collect it back behind their own net. Sent back up the far side. Pinned up against the boards. Now squirts out to center. Picked up by Egan. Egan being pressured. Has to send it back up the strong side for Chocolate's Chase. Gets it to Masiello. Masiello trying to make her way in. Gets a shot off. Trying to pick up her own rebound. Now the Kachinas player blows a tire in the corner. Sent up the near side board. Now Chocolate's Chase with a high slot. Fires one in on net. Mainwaring tied up out front. I'm sorry, that was Masiello tied up out front. Looking for that rebound. His Kachinas goaltender finds it and holds on for the whistle. It's down. What? No. Masiello ready for the face-off to the right of the Kachinas goaltender. Mainwaring and Chocolate's Chase on the wings. One cleanly back to Huang. Huang's shot attempt blocked. Chocolate's Chase picks it up, sends it back behind the net for Mainwaring. Couldn't quite connect. Now the Kachinas stopped on the near side board. Now Masiello feeds it to Chocolate's Chase. Now pass picked off there by the Kachinas and chipped out to center. Chocolate's Chase collects it from the timekeeper's box, makes her way back through center. Looking for some room. Short pass up to Mainwaring on the blue line. Couldn't quite get it into the Kachinas zone. Now Egan drops it for Mainwaring. Mainwaring making her way to the slot. Almost pushed off the puck. She'll pick it back up on the far side board. Quick pass to Walsh. Leaves it for Mainwaring in the corner. Now finds Deckers. Deckers shot just wide left. Back up top. Shot attempt from Brennick. Fanned on. And now the Kachinas, with some room, they'll clear it down the length of the ice. And it'll have enough legs for an icing call.
5:50. Let's walk.
Team Colorado generating some chances here past the midpoint of the second period. Face-off will be to the right of the Kachinas goaltender. Walsh will take the face-off. Brennick and Deckers on the wings. Visa and Rican on the back end. Pass back up to Visa. Clean shot in on the Kachinas goaltender. Save made. And she'll gobble up the rebound and hold it for the whistle. Face-off once more to the right of the Kachinas goaltender. This time the Kachinas pick up that face-off win. Working back into the TC zone right up the middle. Forced out to the outside by Visa. Back behind the net, Rican. Sends it up to Deckers on the sideboard. Stopped short there by the pinching Kachinas defender. Now Visa taking it into the boards. Brennick and Walsh helping to keep that puck out. Still trapped up here on the near side board. Now freeing Walsh. Has it checked off her stick. Rican's there to recover. Now pass up to Brennick. Short one up to Deckers. Deckers looking for the shot, blocked there by the Kachinas. Now picked up by Deckers once more. Another one fired just wide left. Rican will pick it up at the left side point. Tries to get that back down deep, but the Kachinas able to chip that back into the TC zone. Visa will collect it for Team Colorado. 4.5 left to go here in the second period. Rican, another pass picked off there at center. This one forced over to the near side board. Tied up now. Visa picks it up. Or Team Colorado has some room. Visa making her way into the Kachinas zone. And for that pass, settles for a shot. Rebound attempt. Another save made by the Kachinas goaltender. And Kelly trying to make her way out to the middle. Forced over to the near side board. Sherman across to Rican. Rican fires one. Kachinas goaltender makes the save and holds for the whistle. Face off to the right of the Kachinas goaltender. Kelly centering Sherman and Wiedenmeyer. Pugh and Riedlinger on the back end. Quick shot in on that, turned aside by the Kachinas goaltender. Now Kachinas from the near side. They'll connect the pass out of center. Trying to get that chip into the TC zone. They'll pick up the loose puck right there. Now pass across, makes a connection. Kachinas player didn't quite know she had it on her stick. Now Riedlinger dances between two. Kachinas player connects a pass up to Sherman into the Kachinas zone. Sherman couldn't quite connect the pass with Wiedenmeyer. Blocked there by Kachinas. Pugh, they're clearing the tip, knocked down by a high stick, but collected by TC. We play on. Selena Pugh back inside the TC zone once more. Pass across up to Choi. Choi back into the Kachinas zone, has Masiello in the slot. Couldn't quite get the shot through. Now Masiello peels out from the corner, fires one, picks up a rebound. Couldn't quite keep it on her stick. Kachinas goaltender scoops it up and holds on for the whistle. .252 left to go in the second period. Team Colorado up by a score of 2-0 over the Kachinas here in Game 3 of the three-game series in Mesa against the Kachinas. Face-off tied up. Kachinas trying to clear that out to center, kept in by Huang. Masiello looking for the loop puck. Scooped up by the Kachinas goaltender once more and held for the whistle. Face-off won by Masiello back to the point. Shot trickling towards the net. Blocked there by Kachinas traffic. Now batted down and in control. Good stick there by Egan. control that now. Should have been an offside call there at the blue line. Nonetheless, Egan back inside the TC zone deep behind Samora. Looking for Sangchuk Poop and couldn't quite get that pass through. Masiello now digging for it here on the near side. Now Kachinas up top, sends one towards the net, in on Samora. Samora has it poked out of her glove. Now from the near side board, Masiello trying to trip that out to center. Kachinas showing some signs of life here late in the second frame, keeping TC trapped up in their own end. And now Egan trying to keep that puck on her stick, working her way through all this snow on the ice. Kachinas back to work inside the TC zone from the left side. Shot fired just wide. Wong pucks that rebound off the backboard. Centering pass for the Kachinas picked off there. Now fed up to Choi. Choi and Sangchuk Pupin working their way back into the TC or into the Kachinas end. They'll go for the change wholesale for Team Colorado. Kachinas looking for some speed out to center. Into the TC zone on the left side. Shot deflected up high over the net. Picked up on the far side board by the Kachinas. Now collected by Visa. Visa connects with Chotvik's Chase. Breakaway for Chotvik's Chase in. Makes the move, but couldn't keep it on her stick. And it goes crashing into the net. Onto the Kachinas goaltender along with the Kachinas defender. Knocking the net off its pegs. And a stoppage in play. Good hustle there by Chotvik's Chase to open up the lane for the breakaway pass. Just couldn't quite keep that one on her stick for the backhand around the Kachinas goaltender. Face-off will be to the left of the Kachinas goaltender. Walsh centering Chotvik's Chase. And who we got over there? Mainwaring. Visa and Rican. Coach Mott arguing for maybe a penalty on that play. Couldn't quite convince him, and we'll play on. Walsh with the face-off, tied up off the dot. Trying to find the stick of Mainwaring. Mainwaring blocks that pass attempt. Now back up top for Visa. Visa fires one, hits traffic out front. Kachinas collected, now they're out to center. Good hustle there by Mainwaring to break up that advance, but Kachinas do get that dump down into the TC zone. Now Rican making a way out to center. She'll gain the red line, trying to push it back into the Kachinas zone. Chotvik's Chase in pursuit on the forecheck. Trying to stop that play up on the near side. Back up top for Mainwaring. Mainwaring's shot attempt pass on breakaway for the Kachinas. In on Samora, and they score. A blocked pass or shot attempt from Mainwaring at the Kachinas blue line. Forced a breakaway, and the Kachinas take advantage, and they cut TC's lead in half with one. Actually, it looks like we got 12.7 seconds left on the clock. That's a heartbreaker right there. Kachinas forcing right back into the TC zone, sends a shot wide. Team Colorado being put back on their heels to end this second period. That'll do it for the second frame. Kachinas get on the board late on a breakaway. We also saw a power play goal from Emily Visa. We'll see what kind of action we bring in the third period. And why don't you talk to her about that? All right, we got a one-goal game here to close out the third and final of this series here in Mesa. Kachinas with a late goal in the second period on a breakaway. Team Colorado needs to stay sharp to close out this third and final game. We'll start with Kelly, Deckers, and Brennick for the third. Riedlinger and Pugh on the back end. Team Colorado with the faceoff win, dumping it down deep into the Kachinas zone. Collected by Kelly out of the far side corner, back up top for Pugh. Pugh, good work there to keep that puck corralled. It's a bouncing. Now back down, finds Kelly. Kelly trying to get something working here in the slot. Short pass picked up there by Brennick. Brennick battling two Kachinas players in the corner. Now gets some help from Kelly. Kelly behind the Kachinas net. Still maintains out of the way, Zebra. Hits the skate to the referee. Kelly collects it once more now from the sharp angle. A shot and a save made by the Kachinas goaltender and held for the whistle. Faceoff will be deep in the Kachinas zone to the left of their puck stopper. Masiello, Sherman, and Wiedemeyer out for Team Colorado. Huang and Egan on the back end. Masiello ties up. Kachinas take possession. Trying to get out through center. Stopped up just outside the TC blue line. Huang and Sherman digging for it. Kachinas get that dump down into the TC zone. Egan stops short back behind the net. Sends it up the far side looking for Wiedemeyer. Now pass sent across, couldn't quite connect with the Kachinas. Now from the right side, shot in on net, save made by Samora. Masiello looking for Sherman, gets it chipped out to center ice. Now Wiedemeyer racing for it, trying to keep the momentum into the Kachinas zone. Now Masiello couldn't quite get through all the Kachinas sticks in the slot. Back behind the net. Masiello still in possession, finds Wiedemeyer, couldn't quite keep a stick on that one. And the Kachinas will relieve the pressure and clear that down just to the side of Samora. Icing is the call. Face off deep in the Kachinas territory to the left of their puck stopper. Walsh, Choi, and Sangchong Pupin now 14 Colorado. Visa and Rieken. Kachinas will take the face-off win. Walsh trying to pin that back up behind the net. Leaves it for Choi. Bella Choi. Stripped of the puck out of the corner. Gets it back behind the net. Now, far side corner, Visa will collect that 14 Colorado. Peels back towards the corner, Visa looking for a pass. Rieken couldn't quite keep that alive inside the Kachinas zone. Walsh will chip it high up over everybody's head. Back into the Kachinas zone. Sangchong Pupin in pursuit along with Choi on the forecheck. Now back up top for Rieken. Across for Chopic's chase. Pass picked off there, coming back to Rieken. TC forced to regroup back at their own end. Now set up to Choi. Choi back into the TC zone. I'm sorry, that was Kelly, not Chopic's chase. Nina Kelly. Now just short backhand shot, just wide. Kelly trying to send it back up to the point. Nobody there as Visa was cheating down and looking for a closer pass. Rieken finds Kelly. Short pass over to Sangchong Pupin. She'll get it down deep into the Kachinas end. Kelly, the lone forechecker in for Team Colorado. Kachinas trying to move it up the near side board. Picked off there by Mainwaring. Chipped down deeper into the Kachinas zone. Now sent around to the far side. Pugh collects it out at center ice. Regroup from Visa. Up the near side board looking for Chopic's chase. Intercepted there by the Kachinas. Kachinas player making some work of the choppy ice, but picked off there by. Shot from Chopic's chase over the net. Now back behind behind, trying to feed it out to the slot to Mainwaring. Couldn't quite connect now. Pugh down to Chopic's Chase on the near side. Chopic's Chase working against two Kachinas players. Gets it back up top for Pugh. Set towards the net. Shot blocked there by the Kachinas. Now out at center. Chopic's Chase battling here on the near side board. Gets some help from Masiello. Still tied up here right in front of us. Now tip back to the Kachinas back end. They'll send it down deep in the TC zone. Collected by Pugh. Out of the corner. Pugh pitched off onto the boards. Still trapped back behind the goal line. Pugh battling with the Kachinas player with some help from Masiello. Now Chopic's Chase. Looking for Mainwaring across. Couldn't quite connect. Kachinas keep that alive inside the TC zone. Now back up top. Low shot sent in on Samora, turned aside. Pugh back behind Samora, makes a diving pass to Mainwaring. She'll chip it out to center. TC going for the change. Kachinas will collect that at their own blue line. Now push up, almost intercepted there by Riedlinger. Stick lifted at the last second. Walsh will collect it back inside the TC zone. Haley Walsh, cross ice, looking for Deckers. Good stick read there by Deckers in order to at least not have that intercepted by the Kachinas at the blue line. Brennick now collects it back behind the Kachinas net. Gets through, finds Walsh! Couldn't quite get a shot. I think Walsh got a little too excited on that one. Wide open in the slot. Doesn't happen that often. Now from the near side, Deckers has it tied up. Push back into the corner. Short pass looking for Brennick out front. Couldn't quite connect. Deckers collects it once more. On the right side, point shot blocked by traffic out front from Egan. And the Kachinas will get that chip down into the TCN. Walsh off the near side board to Huang, up to Deckers. She'll send it deep into the Kachinas zone. Now going for the change. Kachinas with some time. Egan will come in on the forecheck. Off the point. Kachinas forced to send that back around to the near side. Wiedemeyer now giving away for it on the boards. Gets some help from Kelly. Long trying to keep that pinch at the blue line. Couldn't quite keep the handle on that. Kachinas able to chip it into the TC zone. Egan will stop it up in the near side corner. Now pass sent out to the middle. Couldn't quite hit the stick of Wiedemeyer. Kachinas out at center. Collected by Huang. Huang chips it around one Kachinas player. 2-on-1 here for Team Colorado. Huang makes it way in. Couldn't quite get the shot off. Had Wiedemeyer tying up the Kachinas defender. Now picked up by Wiedemeyer. Trying to make her way out to the middle. Short pass picked off there by the Kachinas. Wiedemeyer collects it once more back behind the net. Now out front. Connects with Sherman. Sherman's backhand pass picked off there by the Kachinas. Weekend has to collect it out at center. Now back into the Kachinas zone in front of their bench. Chip back out to center. Lisa with a quick pass up to Sherman. Off the glass and back out to center. Kachinas now into the TC zone on the right side. Picked up there by Masiello. Short pass up to Visa on the near side board. Working it out to center. Kachinas will send that right back into neutral ice. Back in the TC zone on the left side. Shot, save made by Samora. We'll take those all day long. And now Masiello up to St. Chung Cooper. Back to Masiello. Bouncing puck, just hard to handle on this soft ice here in Arizona. Guess that's what we trade for nice warm temperatures outside as well. Visa up to St. Chung Cooper on the left side. Tied up on the boards. Visa comes in and helps to dig for that puck. Now collected by Masiello. She'll chip it out to center. TC with the change. Choi with some help from St. John Poopin, pick it off out at center ice. And now going for the change, Walsh in on the forecheck. Collected by the Kachinas. Odd bounce off the boards right at their Kachinas goaltender forced to make a save and hold on for the whistle. 6 minutes, 12 seconds left to go in the third period. Team Colorado sitting on a 1-goal lead, 2-1 over the Kachinas here in the third and final game in Arizona. Walsh, Chopis, Chase, and Mainwaring up front for Team Colorado. Riedlinger and Pugh on the blue line. Face-off win for the Kachinas. Back behind their net. Trying to connect the pass out at center, just off the mark. Now the Kachinas forced to regroup back inside their own end. Short pass over to the near side board. They'll set it down deep into the TC zone. Pugh will collect it in the corner, looking for Mainwaring just off the mark. Now from the point, shots in on Samora. Save made and held for the whistle. Samora not taking any chances with rebounds as we work towards the later stages of the third period.
I can just imagine what was in Maria's mind. Like, what the?
Face off deep inside the TC zone. Tied up, worked around to the corner, now behind the net. Pass looking for Brennick. Out at center, couldn't quite connect. Kachinas trying to move that back out to center ice. Decker scoops it up for Team Colorado on the regroup. Now Decker's back to work inside the Kachinas zone. Collects her own dump in. Now from behind the net. Decker's looking for a pass out front, couldn't quite connect. Loose puck, now back behind the net. Kelly working it back out to the slot, now picked up by Decker's. Shot and a save made by the Kachinas. Oh, in the traffic, in the pile, in front of the net. Kept in by Riedlinger out of the left side point. Sent back down for Brennick just off the mark. Riedlinger will take it once more at the point. Bouncing puck collected by the Kachinas. Sherman gets it to Masiello. Masiello working towards the slot. In on net once more, and this time held by the Kachinas goaltender for the whistle. .442 left to go in the third period here. Face off to the right of the Kachinas netminder. Masiello, Wiedmeyer, and Sherman. Face off win by the Kachinas. And a penalty coming against Team Colorado. This is going to put the Kachinas on the power play. As Wong gets the interference call on the chip past her. Looking to advance into the TC zone. Wong picks up an interference call. TC to be strong on the penalty kill here to protect their lead late in the third. Face-off win by the Kachinas. Walsh able to chip it out to center. Chopis Chase also out of the PK along with Lisa and Rieken. Puck close to the Kachinas goaltender. Save made and held for the whistle. Face-off will be to the left of the Kachinas netminder. Walsh with the draw for Team Colorado. 1:23 left to go in the penalty for Huang. Face-off tied up off the dot. Kachinas collected, they'll send it around to the near side. Chopis Chase there to trap it up. Kachinas with possession inside their own zone, working it out to center. Cross ice, almost picked off there by Walsh, working in on the left side. Now from the left side, long shot fired over the net. Makes its way, odd bounce off the boards in Chopis Chase's favor. Now Maya Chopis Chase trying to work down in the Kachinas zone. Stops short at the blue line. Rieken will collect that. Gets a chip past the Kachinas player now into the Arizona's end. Rican trying to work her way towards the net. Gets it trapped up down below the goal line. Now freed by the Kachinas. Headed towards the TC zone from the right side. Dropped off the right point. Shot from afar. Save made by Samora. Now looking for a one-time shot. Just off the mark. And Deckers able to get it into the Kachinas zone. Kachinas will collect that deep in their own end. 10 seconds remaining in the penalty to Huang. Sent down the length of the ice into the TC zone. Hit a stick out at center. No icing on this play. Now Rican's pass to Kelly almost picked off. TC forced back behind their own net. Visa collects it for Team Colorado. From behind the net, Visa working her way up the near side board. Backhand pass out to center. Picked off by the Kachinas. Back into the TC zone. Shot sent wide left. From the near side, Visa. Up to Sherman. Pass out to center ice, picked off by the Kachinas. They're back inside their own zone. The penalty has expired. Team Colorado back to full strength. Pugh up to Sherman, out at center. Across to Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer cuts through the middle. Fires a shot. Blocker save made by Kachinas goaltender. Looking to kick that out to center. Tied up in the corner now over to the sideboard. Kachinas will connect the pass out to the middle. Back into the TC zone on the left side. They dump it down deep. Behind Samora. Pugh will collect it for Team Colorado. Stop short back behind the net. Sends it back up the near side for Sherman. Sherman able to chip that around the Kachinas player and a second one. Kachinas collecting back inside their own zone. Back out to center. Picked up by Pugh. Pugh's going to dump it out deep into the Kachinas zone. Forcing a save from the Kachinas goaltender. Now cross ice pass out through center into the TC zone on the right side. Traffic Chase trying to push it wide, and a save made by Samora and held for the whistle. It's some kind of camera. 1 minute, 12 seconds left to go here in the third period. Timeout called. Both teams will strategize this last minute here in the third period. TC clinging to a 1-goal lead.
Now he's got cold to deal with. I mean, listen, Yeoman's work for like everything. We're going to reward him for sloppy job. That's what it is. This is slap. Yes. No, we're just going to say sloppy job. There are a couple people that remember their roots in the sloppy job.
Ladies in blue set, ready to go. Finish off this minute 12. I'm going to assume the Kachinas will start 6-on-5 with an empty net with the faceoff deep inside the TC zone. Walsh, Mainwaring, Chotfitz Chase, Visa, and Rican. Kachinas do have the empty net, 6-on-5 for them. Walsh set for the faceoff. Short face-off win there for Walsh. He picks up back behind the net. Sends it to Rican. Rican goes back up the near side, or far side. Now back behind the net. Kachinas looking to center, hit the back of the net. Kachinas will grab possession over on the near side. Working it back and forth between their points. Now picked up by Visa. Off the mark. And the loose puck out front in the middle. Almost got a shot off from that close post. Now shot blocked by Chotfitz Chase. Kicked out to center. Kachinas trying to get back into the TC zone. Offside is the call. Kelly, Wiedemeyer, and Sherman now for Team Colorado. Face off just outside the TC zone. Kelly ties it up, kicks it back to Visa. Visa's going to find Sherman, looking for Sherman, takes a hit from behind out at center ice. Just under 30 seconds left now here in the game. Pass connected for the Kachinas out at center. They'll send it down deep into the TC zone. Scooped up by Visa. Connects with Wiedemeyer. Pass picked off there. Now out to the slot. In on net. Save made by Samora. Now out of the corner. TC trying to keep that tied up. 5 seconds left to go. Now picked up by Sherman. Back to the point, and that'll do it. TC holds on for the 2-1 victory in Game 3. They go 3-0 on the weekend and close out a hard-fought series down here in Mesa, Arizona. Good strong play. Found some offense yesterday afternoon. It's a good solid play producing 5-on-5 and on the power play. We appreciate everybody joining us here on the broadcast. Other than a scrimmage on Sunday, December 22nd, the next time the TC ladies are in action will be out on the East Coast after Christmas for the East Coast Wizards Showcase. Join us once more. We'll always be broadcasting these fun games for Team Colorado. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.